So today we're going to talk about improper fractions and mixed numbers. So here I have some fourths. Let's see how many fourths I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fourths. So my denominator is going to be 4 because that's the fraction family I have. And the numerator is going to be the number of fourths that are present, which in this case is 5. 5 fourths. Now, this is called an improper fraction. Improper fraction. I'll also write it in print so it's easier to read. Improper fraction. It's called an improper fraction because the number on top, the numerator, is bigger than the denominator. So we can take an improper fraction and turn it into what is called a mixed number. Let's take a look at how to do that. So I still have my 5 fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fourths. But I can put them together. Let's see what happens when I put them together. I've made a hole. And I have an extra fourth. So I have 1 whole and 1 fourth. We can write that. So I have 1 whole and 1 fourth. We have a big 1 to show whole, and then we have smaller 1/4 to show a fraction, 1 and 1/4. Let's take a look at another example. Really quickly, I wanted to make sure that I said that 1 and 1/4 is a mixed number. This is called a mixed number. It's called a mixed number because it has a whole number and a fraction. All right, now let's look at another example. All right, so here I have my eighths. I'm gonna count and see how many eighths I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 eighths, which is an improper fraction. 11 eighths. So the 8 is my denominator because that is the fraction family we're dealing with, the eighths. And then I have 11 of them present. So 11 is my numerator, 11 eighths. This is an improper fraction, but we can put our pieces together. So when you're doing your follow-up work, it would probably be a good idea to have an extra set of fraction pieces printed out and cut apart. And I'll include those with your follow-up work. Okay, so, I see we have a whole. So we have 1 whole, 1, 2, 3 eighths. So I can also write this as a mixed number. So 11 eighths is the same as 1 whole, and 3 eighths. Again, we have a big number for the whole number, and a small fraction, 1 3/8. So you can either write it as 11/8 or as 1 3/8 because they mean the same thing. Let's look at one more example. Okay, here is our final example. So this time I have my tenths. So we know that that is going to be our denominator. So I'll write my fraction line and then tenths. Now we just have to count how many tenths are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 tenths. Now we'll take our next step, which is to put the pieces together. Let's go ahead and do that. Sometimes this can be a little finicky. Okay. So here, my tenths have made a whole. And I have 5 tenths left over. I have 5 extra tenths. So my mixed number, this was my improper fraction, my mixed number will be 1 whole and 5 tenths. But there's one more thing. If I take these, I can put them together as well. So this takes up the space of 1/2. 5 tenths makes 1/2. So another way we could write it, which would also be correct, is 1 and 1/2. So each of these ways is correct. This is an improper fraction, 15 tenths. This is 15 tenths. This is also 1 whole and 5 tenths. And because of our lesson yesterday, we know that 5 tenths is equal to 1/2. It's equivalent. It takes up the same amount of space as 1/2. So this could also be called 1 whole and 1/2. Your follow-up work is on Google Classroom. I will see you in our next lesson. Bye for now.